Now, the president has shrugged off so many rule of law justice norms. On his first day in office, he issued pardons and commutations to all of the January 6th Capitol rioters. Last week, he commuted the sentence of the former Republican Congressman George Santos, bearing in mind Santos had only served around 86 days of a 7-year sentence. He's also urged the DOJ to investigate political enemies, fired prosecutors, replace them with his own lawyers and or friends and allies. On top of all of that, he's given his personal attorneys high-ranking roles and now seeking money from the DOJ. The Honourable Shira Scheindlin is a retired US District Judge. Judge, we wanted to talk tonight. I mean, there's always this sense of outrage with these sort of things, and eventually outrage becomes the norm and it gets watered down. But, you know, I trained as a lawyer, and the jurisprudential concepts that are just being demolished, like the commutation of an entire sentence for no valid reason, or seeking money when you're the judge and jury. What do you make of it?
It's called flood the zone. He does so many things that you just can't react to all of them. You get so used to his behavior. So you just gave a list one by one, and we need to talk about every one of them. So where to begin? First of all, he's been defying judges. His prosecutors are not giving answers to questions, or they're working around and doing what they want to do despite that. He's also, as you pointed out, firing prosecutors. There's no independence of the Department of Justice anymore. It's not separate from the White House. He tells them who to prosecute. He tells them who not to prosecute. As you know, he's already prosecuting 3 of his enemies, or James Comey, Tisha James, Bolton, and he's going after more to come. He's going after Senator Adam Schiff. He's going after Chris Wray, former FBI director. So there's a whole list of people who are his enemies. And there's more to say. He's
well, let me just open there, Judge. What does it offend for you when, for example, he commutes a sentence that's barely 80 days into 7 years? What does it offend judicially and jurisprudentially?
It's very offensive because the pardon power was supposed to be for people who might have actual innocence, either wrongfully convicted, or maybe the law has changed and they wouldn't be convicted today. But he's not doing that. He's doing it politically. He has pardoned 6 convicted Republican House members who were serving prison terms for bribery, for extortion, for securities fraud. All pardoned because they're Republicans, and he said so. And he's pardoned one Democratic former governor, Rod Blagojevich, but that governor became a supporter of Trump. So he rewards his enemies. And what he said about Santos, he said he had the courage to support me, to stand up and speak in my favor. So he's using these things. He's defying the rule of law. Instead, it's the rule of one man. And that's not supposed to be our democratic system. It's not the rule of men, it's the rule of law. And that's why I'm giving you these examples.
But if this is the case, I mean, it really comes down to, yes, you can, but it doesn't mean you should, I suppose, in the rule of law. Is it stretched, bent, pretzeled, or are we seeing it being broken to the point where it will be very difficult to put back together again?
Very difficult. This man has no guardrails. He does exactly what he wants, and damn the consequences. He really doesn't care what the law says. He does what he wants. He's attacking judges all the time. He talks about corrupt Biden judges who have nothing to do that shows that they are at least bit corrupt. He says they should be impeached. So there's so many things he's doing that are attacks on the rule of law. And I've given you so many of them, but there are more. He fires career prosecutors who won't bring the cases that he wants brought. And he also fires prosecutors who won't dismiss cases that he thinks should be dismissed, as in the case of Mayor Eric Adams. So threatening judges, attacking judges, defying judges, it's all of a piece.
Isn't this an example, though, of any system of justice is only as the integrity is only as good as the people who administer it? And in the case of checks and balances, which the US trumpets so much, If those who aren't the checks aren't doing their job, then this is inevitable.
That's exactly right. There's no checks by Congress. There's no checks within the executive branch. And we've lost separation of powers. We're supposed to have three co-equal branches of government: legislative, judicial, executive. But we don't. We have one overpowered executive who has taken over the other two branches. And if they don't stand up, then we're lost. Our democracy is lost, and the rule of law is lost. So you're absolutely right. Our institutions are only as strong as the people who hold office.
Judge, I'm very grateful for you joining us. Thank you. I mean, we should talk on happier subjects in the future, but I'm grateful for your time tonight. Thank you, Judge.